Hey you all, what's up? Me Griselda. Talking to you from my car. Really disturbed about reality. Um, so I'm at this place where I'm just sort of like, okay, I'm gonna do what I can in my own space. Continue to work on my own integration and you know um, alchemizing, work of spiritual alchemy, so that I can continue to own my own shit while I walk responsibly out in the world and do this work that I feel like I know that I'm called to do with not just women, men and just people in general. It's not the best and most fun thing, you know. This interesting thing happens to me a lot, and it's really embarrassing and unnecessary. There's a lot of women and men too, so it's not just women, but I particularly and in proximity to a lot of women right now compete spiritually with me. It's very weird, right? It's very weird. This is also part of a colonized mind, because people who if you go out into nature, the competition is not about morality or superiority. It's about survival, right? These morality wars and the superiority bullshit is created out of a wounded ego that's stuck in this developmental stage of like 6 or 7 years old. That's what it is like. It's not even a teenager yet. Like our collective development isn't even a teenager yet. It's very obvious to see. This narcissism is so ridiculous and profound. Mostly a lot of people that I run across are still stuck in their false selves. They are not comfortable in their own skin, and it's very easy to see. Very easy to detect. And so the spiritual narcissism and the spiritual competition is like children fighting, say, who's better, who's more deserving of what does that really mean? I'm more deserving of happiness, I'm more deserving of admiration, I'm more deserving of all these things because blah 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 blah. And these are adult people making decisions in the world that are going to impact a lot of other people. And they are everywhere. And a lot of times, like, these women that I run across compete with me, because they want the knowledge that I have, the knowledge that I earned with my life and with my actions and my body and my experience. I made certain decisions to go to the frontiers of experience in womanhood in this country as an American. I'm just pointing out all the different spaces that make me, who I am in this cultural hegemony, right? In this cultural hegemony, I made certain decisions that other people didn't make, okay? When you pay the price for something like that, because you actually walked it out, that's a different kind of pride, because you actually earned it. But other people that haven't earned it because they didn't make those decisions, they made other decisions because they wanted to live more comfortably. All right? They don't want to go to the fucking edge. They don't want to go to the frontier because they want to be comfortable. And then these same people are jealous, really jealous, of those of us who decided to go to the frontier for real. For real. Not just reading in a book, not through being a friend, being friends with somebody in proximity. I am that because of proximity, the proximity I have to the person who is really that. That's not what I did. I am that. I am that. I did that. I didn't read that. I'm not friends with that. I am that. You see what I'm saying? That difference matters. So everywhere I look, I see all these self-appointed priestesses. I had a woman today tell me that she can relate to my experience as a sex worker because the Akashic records told her that she used to be a temple prostitute in a past life. What we are witnessing is this neurosis of like people who have regret, people who want to be, and they're rootless. They're not on the land of their ancestors, one way or the other. They're not. When they're here, they're not. And they don't know how to return to their original nature. They co-opt and continue to co-opt because that is the root of colonization. Is to teach people how to co-opt and take what was never theirs, what is not theirs, including that experience. That they're going to take that experience and claim it that as their own experience, and it never happened. Meanwhile, the real deals, the real motherfuckers are kicked out because they can't be in the same room with the pretender, because then the pretender will be seen exactly for what it is: a fucking fraud, a cowardly, fraudulent motherfucker. Now, you can't teach people to be able to see the difference. You either can or you can't. You either see it or you don't. And what I've learned and what I know is true is that however much you are standing in your own authentic truth and your own, experience and owning it 100%, the more you're able to do that, the more you'll be able to see and detect that in somebody else. If you're confused and really can't tell the difference, it's because you're living a lie in your own head. Just wanted to come here and say that. Because this shit going on with social media and all these priestesses and goddesses and queens and shit is a bunch of fucking narcissism that's rooted in the same colonization that all these woke bitches think that they are somehow transcending. When all they are doing is moving to the other side of the room in the same master's house. How is that for enlightenment?